in this lecture, we will look at the graph of y equals negative 4 plus 1/5 times sine 6x. Remember, here is sine 6x, sine. So you want to start with y equals sine x here. Okay, from 0, 0 up, down to 0 again, down to the smallest value, -1, and then goes back. That's for sine. Again, if you don't remember, the calculator is always with you. Alright, so you turn down, you have sine there. Alright, yeah, you may clear this one. You see, that's your sine. That's one right here. And again, here is what? Pi over 2, 1, highest. You know, highest is pi over 2 and then 1. Okay? So, those 5 values are typical values. Alright? And then we know here is 6x, so the period of function is 2 pi divided by 3. This 6 you always want to use as a denominator to find out the period. Okay, now 2 pi divided by 6 is pi over 3. So this period is less than 2 pi. This sine x is 2 pi. Okay, pi over 3 is much smaller than 2 pi. Alright, yeah. So basically this tells us what? From 0 to 2 pi, it will complete how many periods? It's like 6 periods, okay, because you know that's a fraction, 2 pi times 1/6. So from 0 to 2 pi, it goes very fast. There are 6 periods for this one. Okay, so the period here is too small, pi over 3, comparing with the one right here, 2 pi. If we find out period, we know then we want to sketch one period of the sine for this function. Then, you know, we always want to start with 0 and then end up with pi over 3. That's one period. Okay? Now, then the middle point between 0 and pi over 3 is pi over 3 divided by 2. So that's pi over 6. And then another middle point between those two is pi over 12, because pi over 6 divided by 2 is pi over 12. This one you're enjoying a little bit yourself. Pi over 4 is you add pi over 6 and pi over 3 divided by 2. Okay, you have a pi over 4. That's the middle point. So you know you wanted to choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different points. Now, after you get these 5 different points, you then times 6, because here x has different values. Then each value for x must be multiplied by 6, so 6x. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times pi over 12 is pi over 2. Okay, because you add times 6 times 6. You see 6, 12 downstairs, so you cancel factor 6, you have pi over 2. And you have times 6 here for x. 6 cancel, so you have a pi times 6 here, and 6 times cancel, there is a common factor 2 between 6 and 4. Okay, so then you have upstairs is 3 pi, downstairs is 2. Again, if you times 6, then you have a 2 pi here. So when 6x equals those 5 different values, is like what? It's like here. X equals 0 pi over 2 pi, 3 pi over 2, 2 pi. They are the same. Then immediately you have a sine what? Sine 6x is 0, 1, 0, negative 1, 0. Right here. So again, basically, I want to emphasize if those two rules are the same with that. Okay, that's a very important point. Now, after you get sine 6x, each value must be multiplied by 1/5. You see, 1/5. So 1/5 times each value upstairs, you will get each value downstairs here. You see, 0 times 1/5, 0. 1 times 1/5, 1/5. 0, 1/5, 0. Negative 1 times 1/5, negative 1/5. And then 0, 1/5. You get 0. Now, you are not done here up to this far. You have to, each value for this, you have to add negative 4. So when you add negative 4, you will have the values here. Okay? Basically, every value here needs to subtract 4. Okay? So 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Okay? So it's like what? 4 units down after you get that. That's why we say this is the vertical translation, vertical shifting. Okay? Yeah, 4 units down. All right. So then when you put 0 here, you have a 0, negative 4. Okay, it was 0, 0 for sine. Now 4 units down. Pi over 12, x is pi over 12. And then y is negative 19 over 5. Okay, again, negative 4 plus 1/5 is negative 19 over 5. Okay, yeah, you know the algebraic. How to do the algebraic thing. You see down here, let me use the pencil, maybe to do one for you. Oh, you see this one plus negative 4. You will get negative 19 over 5. That's because you have 5 upstairs, 5 downstairs. You see negative 4 times 5 is negative 20, plus 1 is negative 19. 5, 5 are the same on a denominator, so it's 5. Okay? I did this one for you. You work on the rest. Basically this. Now, when x equals pi over 6, then you have a y is negative 4. It comes back from what? From 0, negative 4 goes up. Yeah, highest. That's negative 19 over 5. And then goes down when x equals pi over 6. Okay? And then there's negative 4. So starts with negative 4, goes up, goes down, then goes down more. That will be negative 21 over 5 for this point. And here is pi over 4 right here. Okay, then it goes back. When x equals pi over 3, here you have a y is negative 4. Okay, yeah. So you know, again, the period is pi over 3 is much smaller than 2 pi. You may graph this one by using a calculator. You see, negative is this key, not this key. Negative 4 plus 1 divided by 5, and then sine 6x close parenthesis. Negative 4 plus 1/5 sine 6x close parenthesis. So you see, didn't show up. You know the reason? Is Windows, you have to adjust a little bit. You see it goes down only to negative 2.5. That's not enough. We actually, down here, we have what? -4 at least. So let's go to -5 a little bit, huh? -5 for y. Okay, then you graph it. That's for original sign. Then you see, that's the picture, huh, for this one. Again, between 0 and 2 pi, it completes 6 periods. That's why it shakes faster. All right. Okay, please review this lecture. I'll see you next time.